Hey, fellow builders, and welcome back to the bench. Mediocre Modeler here, working on our next project. This one is a little bit different. So my buddies over at Interfleet Broadcasting, they are fans of pop culture, movie and TV hits from 70s and 80s. They're very steeped in that era. And one of the things that they do is they they always toast their fans because their motto, our motto, because I'm part of Interfleet Broadcasting too, is fans fuel the fleet. And sometimes what they do, they when they're live, they always acknowledge the fans that are watching live, and they'll say, "Oh, look, hey, there's Lowell out there. Hey, there's Paul Rodder. There's all these different guys." And they always kind of make the comment of, "You know what? We need a magic mirror like Romper Room." So that's the project. We're gonna make us an Interfleet Broadcasting Romper Room style magic mirror. Here's what I had in mind. So for those of you that don't know, Romper Room was a show that ran from like 1953 to 1984. It was a children's show that had hosts, and they would come on and they would, sing songs and read stories and blah, blah, blah. But much like Interfleet Broadcasting, they would recognize the kids, and they had this magic mirror, romper, bumper, stomper, boo, tell me, do. So, but it was like solid, and then they would hold it up to their face, and then they would like cut away to something else, or they would zoom in, or they would do something, and then they would pull the center of the mirror, and then you would see the hostess's face through there, and I see Tommy, and I see Jimmy, and blah, blah, blah. So, my thought for Interfleet Broadcasting was, now, this is only half of it, because there's also the Cylon half. I have a Cylon version of this too. But this was my idea. I went out and I just found a silhouette of the Galactica helmet. And I was going to cut the center out, and then that way you would see through it. And this is what it was going to look like, something like that. This is where I got started. And I cut my pieces of vinyl out, and I started laying it out. And I wasn't really happy with it. It was just not coming out as crisp as I wanted it. I even went out and bought I bought a jigsaw to cut the fiberboard with, but it was a discount jigsaw at a flea market thing, so it didn't cost me a whole lot of money. So let's look and see where we are now. So the first thing I did was, instead of trying to do the whole head, I'm working on my Fusion 360 skills, and I figured just if I can just get half of it and mirror it, it would work pretty good. So I just took that piece of paper in the size I wanted it, and I just split it in what I felt was half, and I started working on it. So after some work, that's what we came up with, right? Let's eliminate the canvas. Oh, hold on. There you go. And this is what we got, right? And there's half of it right there. That's right there. And so once I mirror it, I am in love with this thing. That now, all I got to do now is get it printed. So I'm gonna start this. I'm gonna print it in halves and then put it together. And I'll probably, if I can, I'll use that board. I'm gonna have to glue that down on something. And if you notice, the center here is bare. It doesn't have the Galactica logo. Well, I figured instead of using the Galactica logo, I was going to use the Stranded Warrior logo, which I also have as a digital file. But I wanted to make sure that I could get these halves printed first. So let's see if we can get one half of this thing going, and then we'll just figure it out from there. See if we have to do any modification. here we have it. The Stranded Warrior Interfleet Broadcasting Magic Mirror. This bad boy's a little bit heavier than I thought it was going to be, which is another reason I didn't make the handle really long. My fear was this would be a weak point. But I mean, if you're holding it, you shouldn't have a problem. I thought about maybe leather wrapping the handle. I still might do that, but I'm running out of time, so I need to get it shipped because, like I said, my goal is to have this sent to them so they can open it on their anniversary. This one's done. We're still working on the Cylon. So the one thing I did that I did not show was, as hard as I tried to glue this levelly. And I could feel when I had set it on the glass, there was a little bit of a rock. There was a little bit of wobble to it. So to help compensate and give it a little bit of cushion, even from being attached to the base, so just in case it gets set down, to give it a little bit of cushion, I used some 1mm cosplay foam. I glued the foam to the back of it, and it's sandwiched in between the fiberboard and the helmet. So that should help cushion it for some shock and vibration. So let's finish up with the Cylon, which realistically is a lot cheaper because it's all one color. I mean, not cheaper. It's a lot easier to assemble because it's all one color. But I think this came out pretty well. Like I said, the Cylon part was super easy. One color, just a left and a right that had to be glued together, sanded down, and painted gold. We're just cutting the 1mm cosplay foam off the back, making everything pretty so we can glue it down, and this mirror will be done. And here we have them. Fantastic. So now we can get these in the mail and wait for the anniversary show. And you get to see how that came out right now.
Oh, it's a Christmas on IFE. Watch this. Whoa!
Ooh, wow.
Oh, look at this. Busted.
The tape. It's a bag.
Just rip the bag. Come on. There you go.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
man.
Oh, the thing fell off.
The logo fell off. We can fix that.
Lick and
We
stick.
can fix that.
Oh my gosh, this got the logo. That's so cool.
Yes.
And for you guys that don't know what this logo is, this is the Helios. This is a replica.
I see you.
I see
You.
you.
I am
That's
going
right.
to put you in the cold cell, sir. I'm going to examine your cortex later.
This is the symbol that goes on, right? This is the insignia of the Battlestar Helios from the Stranded.
I was so happy to blow that Battlestar up.
Excellent.
So
see. Hold on. Let's see. Now that I have this, I see
Hang on,
Erica.
hang on, Pete. Hang on. Gotta get the list up. There we go.
Yeah.
Now you got it.
Okay. So I see. Let's see. Who can I get? Fran, Superfan Fran, and Bert Oliver, and George G, and Baz, and Kim Harms, and Rick Moreno. Let's see. Who else? Who am I missing? Naren and Kuvura. I see you guys clearly with my Battlestar helmet. It's the Magic Mirror helmet, Colonial Warrior helmet. Let's see, who else can I see? Oh, Erica Prusiani. Thank you. Lola is here with us. Who else am I gonna be able to see? Oh boy, everybody else that's out there. Who am I missing? There's got to be somebody I'm missing. Commander Kane, I already called you out, and Baz, of course. I know that there's others of you that are watching all throughout the social media on YouTube and everything else. So
Cylons
I'm
rule.
monitoring Facebook.
Cylons rule.
Yeah.
Silence
You're
rule.
going down. I can tell you right now. You, sir, are going down. All right. So there you go.
Silence rule. Silence rule.
Magic
Colonial scum.
Viper helmet. It's not
Colonial
a Magic
scum.
Viper helmet.
I see more colonial scum.
I had to look up the magic mirror so I could show my wife the Romper Room thing, and I
She
think
didn't
she's
know?
laughing in the background. She's like, "Yeah, that kind of looks familiar." Well, I'm like, "I have my own now." This is good for Halloween too. We're gonna use these for Halloween, guys.
Oh yeah, this is easy.
Yeah, Janet's laughing. Yeah, we're crazy, Erica. Of course we are. Come on.
But
You
we're
thought
only
that
crazy
we,
because we are able to get such cool gifts.
Yeah, this is
and this
just-
is amazing,
look at that.
by the way.
This is so cool.
The craftsmanship
Thank
on
you.
this.
Thank
There's
you,
good
Kelvin.
weight to it.
Yes.
Outstanding job,
yes.
sir.
Outstanding.
As always.
We've been talking about this for probably about, 2 years, right?
Yeah.
And I tell you what, you do your best building when you're motivated to do it. And I just couldn't wrap my brain around building it until about a month ago. And you guys were talking to someone, you were talking about the anniversary coming up. And the other great motivator for building is a deadline.
Yeah. Excellent. That is so cool, though. Man, you are so talented. And we, not for nothing, but you had a few minutes to come on. This is our second episode in season 6 of IFB. We have combined well over 2,000 views. It's just been a week. And I mean, it's us guys, so really, really proud of putting this together and working with all of you out there. It's just so cool.
So mediocre. So you're probably going to have to step in for Pete again sooner or later. Where's yours?
Ooh.
You got a Mandalorian to make, sir.
See?
You got a Mandalorian to make there, sir.
Okay,
right.
It can be done. It can be done. I'm on it.
You
The
need to
Mandalorian.
have one. You've been told now by Commander Adama says you need to have one, so now you got to make one.
My motto is go build something. And when you do, it can bring you a certain reward. But when you build for somebody else, and it's well received as this was over at Interfleet Broadcasting, it brings a whole nother level of reward that is immeasurable. You can catch their show every Thursday night at 7 Central, 8 Pacific. No, not Pacific. Eastern. And if you enjoy the 70s and 80s comic, sci-fi, TV, movie, they cover all that kind of stuff. Mainly talking not necessarily to the stars, but the people behind the scenes that helped make it happen. The writers, the directors, other independent filmmakers, prop makers. You never know what you're going to get. And it's always a joy. So for me, you heard it. I have to work on it. I need to work on a silhouette for myself. I didn't do the Galactica logo, so I still need to do that bird for that. And it wasn't in that version of the clip. You can always go over to YouTube or Facebook and find the full episode of Interfleet Broadcasting with me on there. And we do talk about that those pieces could make some really interesting wall art. There's so many different things you could do with them that you don't have to make a magic mirror. But I have projects to complete, as you can see that. Fire, I need fire. We need to get this going. There are several other projects ready to go behind it. So, until next time, you're going to have fun, you're going to be safe, you're going to build something, and always remember, fans fuel the fleet. We'll see you next time.
Are going down. All right, so there you go.
Silence rule. Silence rule.
Pew, pew.
pew 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 pew.